Did you know that Mrs. Fields, as in Mrs. Fields Cookies, is like a real person? And she's hot and very interesting? Let's get into it. Let's start before she was the Mrs. Fields. Are you kidding? She's hot! Debbie was an Oakland A's ball girl for a time, actually. Debbie was always a baker at heart, but her road to creating one of the most profitable, well-known cookie empires in the world, it was not easy. Growing up, Debbie's father actually only made $15,000 a year. Debbie's father was a welder for the United States Navy, and her mother was a stay-at-home mom who didn't actually like cooking or baking or anything like that, so Debbie had to teach herself how to do those things. Growing up, her family couldn't afford quality ingredients like real chocolate or real butter, so she was used to making do with things like margarine. She would go on to say that the quality of your ingredients, like using quality chocolate, using quality butters, would absolutely change the way that she looked at cookies. But her most pivotal moment, making the decision to make something of herself using cookies, came at a dinner party with her husband and his friends. So Debbie actually went to 2 years of junior college before becoming a stay-at-home wife. Debbie's husband was actually starting an investment firm and took her to dinner at one of his clients' homes. At this dinner, Debbie's husband's client said to her, "What do you do?" Debbie said, "Oh, I'm just trying to get orientated." The client then took a leather-bound dictionary off of his bookshelf, put it in front of her and said, "The word is oriented. And if you can't speak the English language, you shouldn't speak up at all." Debbie said that this experience was extremely humiliating and upsetting, and in that moment she knew she wanted to be somebody. When Debbie decided to take her cookies, which everyone she'd ever known loved, and make it into a business, she started taking her cookies to banks and to lenders and showing them her cookies, and over again, they would eat them and say, "That's nice, but no." Her family told her it would never work, this would never be a success, she didn't have any education, it was all gonna fail. Finally, after years of trying, she got a lender to give her a loan with a 21% interest rate, and she took it. Debbie credits the fact that she had lenders try her cookies first, and the man who actually did help her get a loan said to her, "I love your product and I love your enthusiasm." Debbie says you should always let someone try what you're trying to sell them. Next, she was actually faced with how to take that loan and make it a worldwide success, which she had no idea was on the table for her. Let me know if you want a part 2.